What up YouTube, it's Mizrae's Company. In today's video, I'm going to showcase the best farm spots in Southern Dreadlands. There's actually 3 of them, and arguably they're better than any other place in Diablo Immortal. If you like overworld farming and you really want to min-max how effective you're going to be, you really should try out at least one, if not all, of these new farm locations inside the Southern Dreadlands. Let's get straight to it. Now, before we cover it, I do want to go ahead and mention, guys, if you're anything like me, I look for new farming areas in the new zones because I very much get tired of overworld farming in the same place that I've been farming at for the last year. But to my surprise, these actually are really good farming spots. I cover videos on all the farming spots and I still use some of them, but honestly, the Southern Dreadlands actually has 3 that are really competitive, and I would almost guarantee that all 3 of these are already being used, especially in my server cluster. So first one's first, in no particular order, I might add, we're going to go to the one that's closest to where I'm at right now, which is going to be to the right of Ashen Heights. Let's go ahead and walk there now. This one is doesn't require as much movement. It is better with 4 people, which again, here you go. So this big section right here is actually going to be the area that I'm talking about. It is almost always being farmed when I'm online. So this is a full circle. You can cover it yourself if you want. I'm gonna see if I can jump in on this treasure goblin. There's lots of mobs and have a very high respawn rate, or a very low respawn rate, but you can literally do this little circle all the way around, and there's almost always mobs during the full circle. It's like some random walls in the way, but honestly, like, it's a really good small circle, which is exactly what you want. Look, I did this by myself and I'm already back to where I was, and there's mobs already spawning. You can very easily by yourself or with a group farm this, and like they're doing, you basically don't even have to move. Now, he's obviously not AFK farming. I'm not accusing anyone of that, but you're actually able to just not move and still have full control over this farm location. So shout out to them for already doing it. And like I said, I'm just standing here and taking part of some of the farming. Now, that's number 1. Let's go ahead and jump over to our spot number 2, which is also pretty commonly known. It's going to be over here in the Underdeeps, which is, in my opinion, the most beautiful looking farm spot of the 3. But it's also the largest, and it's pretty obvious if you can't tell already. Basically, it's just this full circle. You can do the circle by yourself or with a full party, and you will always have mobs available to you, which is what you should basically always be looking for when it comes to farm locations, is the best uptime of mobs. This one looks like it's already been hit a little bit, but yeah, you can see, okay, I was like, there's usually mobs on top of each other, but there's someone already farming it, so that's why it looks the way it does. But even still, guys, this is a very good farm location that is usually always filled. I'm probably going the opposite direction he is, but so I messed up his farm a bit. But yeah, this one is a very popular one. You can see 3 mobs on just this one half. Very easy to keep up with, both by yourself or with a full group. Looks like he's probably farming it by himself, and I probably just royally screwed up his route, so I will get out of the way. But very easy to keep up with. Now let's go and go to the 3rd and final location, which is going to be actually over here. This one I stumbled into while I was doing the actual storyline for the Southern Dreadlands, and as soon as I found it, I was like, wow, this is definitely going to be a good farm spot. It's going to be in the Desolate Gowl. I don't know how to say that, but basically up here, this one is arguably better by yourself, but it's a very confined space. You can see, yeah, there's someone already in here. You just basically hit this corners all the way around. There's 4 corners, you just run through it, and there's so many mobs that spawn at such a high spot. You can see there's already people in this one as well, so literally all 3 of these locations already have people in it. I did wait a while prior to posting this video. I wanted to make sure that the people that wanted to farm it exclusively got a decent amount of time to do so, including myself. But honestly, guys, all 3 of these locations are super fun, and they have nice cosmetic feels, which might not matter to many of you, but to me it matters a lot. I get so tired of looking at the same exact thing for just hours or days, or even at this point over a whole year at a time. And now I'm super excited that the Southern Dreadlands actually offers 3, not only 1, but 3 different looking overworld farming locations that are very viable, because as you can see, there's people doing all 3 of them. So hopefully you are able to join in. Don't be the guy that just takes over people's farm locations like I was kind of doing. Make sure you invite them to a party, and if you're in a party of 3 or 2, make sure you invite others to be included. It's honestly always going to be in everyone's best interest to farm as a full group. I'm now getting attacked. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Let me know which of these locations is your favorite, or do you have another one that I didn't cover? If it's a really good spot, I'll pin it in the comment section below. But let me know which of these is your favorite if you haven't already checked them out. Until next time, guys, lock it in.